In Bubblegum Simulator Infinity, there is a game pass called the Infinity Gum Game Pass, which essentially allows you to store infinite amount of bubbles inside of the game. And in this video, we are going to be going over if this game pass is worth it to buy, or if it's a scam, and any other factors that may contribute to that will be included in this video. So we're going to be going over everything this game pass has, essentially explaining what it does, what it is in the sense that if you can get it for free or not, and if you can get any other things that are free that are similar. And we're going to be comparing the Infinity Gum Game Pass to every other game pass inside of the game to determine if it's worth it or not. Now obviously there are many factors inside of the game that may contribute to why this game pass may or may not be worth it. Now, there's always going to be other game passes that we're going to compare with to determine if this is better than them for the amount you're paying. First off, what is the Infinite Gum Game Pass inside of the game? Well, it is pretty much, as it says, an infinite storage, which allows you to have an infinite amount of gum collected and never have to sell them unless you want to, which if you don't know how to sell, there's this area called sell, and you can sell the amount of bubble gum or how big it is and get coins in return. So let's buy this game pass and let's show you what it looks like on the bubblegum meter, and let's show you how effective this game pass can actually be. Once you purchase this game pass, as I have now, this is what happens in the game. It will allow you to claim it, and as you can clearly see on the left of my screen, you now have an infinite amount of bubblegum you can gain from playing the game. So let's quickly start getting a big bubble going, and let's show you what this infinite bubble can actually do in the game, especially if you're someone who plays a lot. So first, as I've already maxed out the amount of worlds I need, I don't technically need any more bubbles in the sense of jumping to the next world, so that is completely irrelevant for me. Some people may need it, so if you do have that as a requirement, this will definitely be really helpful, especially if you AFK the game a lot. Now the second thing I'm going to mention is that this allows you to now AFK the game and claim infinite bubbles while doing so. Now obviously people were able to AFK this game way before this game pass came out, but the unfortunate circumstance that occurs is once you reach a maximum of bubbles, you won't be able to get more clearly as you have hit the maximum limit. Therefore, having an auto clicker running will just be a waste of your electricity and a waste of time if you're just trying to get a lot of bubbles. Now obviously some people also hatched this particular egg or any egg inside of the game when AFKing. Therefore, having this be a contradicting factor to that grinding, because it allows you to have multiple actions going on, making the maximum of your time spent in the game. Now when maximizing on the amount of utility you gain from playing, you want to make it as convenient while gaining the most in the same amount of time as possible. Therefore, with this particular game pass, you are saving plenty of time as you don't have to technically sell every time you reach the maximum. And when you do sell, let's say you AFK overnight and you do sell all your bubbles, you're going to get a ton of coins, which will save you a lot of time when you're hatching the eggs. You don't have to technically go back and sell, come back up here, and so forth. Therefore, this game pass will be a very big time saver and will also allow you to maximize every time you play the game, gaining the most from it. Alright, now that you know the functions of this game pass and what it has in contrast of AFK grinding, let's compare it to every other game pass inside of the game so you can determine if it's worth it for how much it costs. So when we purchased the Infinity Gum Game Pass, it cost 799 Robux, making it one of the most expensive game passes inside of this game, if not the most expensive. So as you can clearly see, all these other game passes do have many cool functions, like this one allows you to triple hatch an egg, which will save you a lot of time also, but that will be talked about in another video, so let's keep that away from this in comparison. Now obviously there is luck game passes, faster hatch, and extra equips, which all have unique benefits of their own, especially double luck and fast hatch. These can go together and will make sure that you get the most from hatching an egg. Now, although extra equips is helpful and will get you more bubbles, if you don't have the Infinity Gum Game Pass, extra equips will be completely irrelevant as you will max out the amount of bubbles you have in a very short time, therefore requiring you to manually go back down and sell it and come back up here if you want to hatch and get bubbles at the same time. Now, double diamonds is a pretty unique game pass. This game pass allows you to get double as much when picking up diamonds. Now, obviously, not everybody will actually need that, as not everyone really wants to run around and collect diamonds, therefore making this game pass not very good in comparison to the Infinity Gum. Now, I'm not saying the Double Gems game pass is not worth it. I'm saying in comparison to the Infinity Gum game pass, it is definitely a lot worse. Even for how much it costs, it may not be as beneficial as Infinity Gum. Now, VIP Game Pass and Digital Storage are pretty good game passes. Obviously, VIP is a very popular type of game pass in every game. Usually it gives a bunch of functions, in which this one gives a special type of gum flavor, a title, and a VIP area that you can access, 1.15 times more coins, and a 25% faster chest spawn rate. Now, that is technically really good, but compared to Infinity Gum, it does only have a limited amount of functions, and the functions are in different factors of the game, not related to AFKing and having your gum gather up inside of the game. Therefore, it's kind of hard to compare into the Infinity Gum Game Pass. Digital storage essentially allows you to store your pets digitally. Now, I'm not sure what this has in the sense of the game. I'm assuming what this means is in a game like Pet Simulator 99, where you can have infinite pets in the game and you don't have to delete pets, I'm assuming that's what this digital storage means, which if it is, that would make it one of the best game passes to gain inside of the game and make it one of the best game passes to use. So compared to Infinity Gum, this game pass also is a really good game pass. But as you can clearly see, it does cost quite a lot. So comparing Infinity Gum to digital storage, obviously you need a lot of gum, and in order to get a lot of gum, you should have an infinite storage, therefore allowing you to gather the most, which with that gum you can sell it for coins, and after you sell it for coins, you can hatch eggs and get infinite pets if you have this game pass. Now, what I'm trying to say out of all of this is both these game passes, although they're the most expensive, they work together really well, especially if you AFK a lot overnight. So therefore, I would say both of those game passes are really good, and are they actually worth buying inside of the game? Let's go back to only Infinity Gum, and is the Infinity Gum Game Pass actually worth it? Well, in my opinion, yes, it is actually worth buying, because you're gaining not only a lot of time saved from returning back to this selling machine, you're also going to be able to AFK more on the eggs, and this will save you a lot of time in the long run and will allow you to maximize your satisfaction when playing the game and the amount of stuff you gain from actually playing. Therefore, this game pass will be a really helpful game pass if you play the game a lot. Now, even comparing this game pass to everything else, it is still technically the best game pass, as you do require this game pass to even use some of the other ones if you're trying to obviously max out on the amount of stuff you gain. So yes, this game pass is definitely worth it. And is there any other functions with it? Quite frankly not. It's only going to give you a lot of bubbles, but that's all you really need in this game if you're trying to get rich and pro. So yes, that's all this game pass has in store. Now, if you have any questions on it, or you have any questions on any other game passes, feel free to check down below in the playlist I've linked at the bottom of this video in the description, in which that playlist will have many other videos on other game passes and tips in this game if you're trying to make more gems, more coins, and so much more. Anyways, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.